Hello and welcome back to Jarvis Johnson Gold, the premium channel that is free. It is free, but if you're watching this, you're premium. And I don't know if you've been on the internet in the last decade, but everything I see on my feed makes me mad. It feels like 9 times out of 10, the thing that I'm looking at is engineered to make me angry. Or if it's not engineered, it might just actually be making me angry. But that's a whole another thing, because people being ripped from their homes, someone puts ice in your beverage and you didn't ask them to, that's something to legitimately get angry about. But hijacking that anger for engagement exclusively is a social media plight that isn't real, but is just like tugging our chain incessantly. So I don't want to trivialize the real harms that are happening in our society, but I do want to peel back the curtain and also engage in getting mad at content that's engineered to make me mad, because I feel like we just scroll past so many things that piss us off, and then we're in a bad mood and we don't know why. Maybe I can give you a tool for the road, no pun intended, but pun intended, you'll see later, that can help you go through your doom scroll in a less doomy way, potentially. No promises, by the way, because I don't even think I do this very well. Today, I want to talk about a new burgeoning meta that I'm seeing on Instagram, which is owned by Meta, and that's meta humor. And I never meta humor I didn't like. If you stopped the video, if you clicked off, I understand, and I'm sorry. Today, I found a couple of dudes who are doing exactly the same type of rage bait content, and I'm pretty sure it's fake. It feels like textbook, like in the media literacy textbook, we're going to turn to a page that shows the anatomy of rage bait, and I think this is a great case study in which we can analyze how the sausage is made. Before we get into that, we have a brief word from today's sponsor, Olipop. You've heard me talk about Olipop before. It's a soda that delivers classic soda nostalgia that's low in sugar with the added benefit of a functional fiber blend that supports digestive health. Olipop reimagines what a soda can be: delicious, refreshing, and a little better for you. The new limited edition Shirley Temple flavor is a bright, bold, feel-good twist on the classic mocktail. So if you're doing a dry January, or you just want a delicious drink that won't make you feel bad, the Shirley Temple Olipop is the drink for you. Pour it in a glass over ice, pop a cherry in it, and I'm feeling like a classic party guy. Or I can enjoy it right at my desk, which feels pretty good too. Olipop has lots of other great nostalgic soda flavors as well. Classic grape, Dr. Goodwin, orange squeeze, strawberry vanilla, the list goes on. Get out and try the new limited edition Shirley Temple Olipop today. Olipop is sold online and available in Target, Whole Foods, Walmart, and other major retailers as well. Scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description to get a free can of Olipop when you purchase 2 cans in store of any great Olipop flavor. Thanks to Olipop for sponsoring this video. Now back to the video. So let's watch a video about a guy who's just protecting kids on the road from speeders in a school zone. I mean, and this is all this channel does. It's called POV Cameron.
We got another speeding car coming in the school zone. Yep, here he is. Eat these fucking green beans, you shit biscuit. 79 in the fucking school zone.
All right, so a couple things. The premise is, oh no, there's a speeder in a school zone. That's bad. That endangers children. I will protect them by punishing this person who is speeding in the school zone. It's cathartic for people because they want to protect kids. It's a tool in the rage bait toolkit. If you make people think that you're protecting children, then they'll be more galvanized to your cause. It's also got the hook of what happens when you throw that thing at that other thing, which is like appeals to the slime center of a child's brain. It's wasting food. And people hate when food is wasted. There was a whole genre of people wasting food for outrage content back in the day. I feel like a trend has died off. I haven't seen it as much anymore, but it kind of strikes that balance. And finally, it's ultimately dangerous. And people love to see dangerous stuff that they wouldn't otherwise attempt. And when I say people, I do mostly mean children who are people. A couple of issues with this content. They're entering the school zone. Okay, so they do have some time to slow down. Not everything on the road is a school zone. So when you enter the school zone, you do need to slow down to the school zone speed when school is in session or when the light's flashing, which in this case it was. Also, this guy is in America. I think he's in Florida, and he has his little speed gun here set to kilometers per hour. And I know this motherfucker's American because that's an American school zone. And he wants the higher number to be on camera because it's it sounds worse, right? Like, you don't want someone to be going 80 in the school zone. Now, going 50 in a school zone is not good either, but it's understandable that if someone's going 49 miles an hour and then goes into an area that is residential or has a different speed limit, they're going to slow down, in which case they were already slowing down in this video before the green beans were thrown. Also, if you're interested in protecting children in a school zone, you would not do something so dangerous as to obscure or alarm a driver of a vehicle while they're driving, which could cause them to make a sudden turn, make a sudden move, could further endanger any other cars, pedestrians, children in the school zone that you are policing. And then on top of all of that, it's fake, and you'll see through every other video that they've posted. One of the more alarming things to me about this content, I can see the likes on my personal Instagram, and there's a lot of people that I know who've liked this video. And I'm troubled by that because the people I know, they're just scrolling, they see something, they don't think too much about it. You double tap, you move on with your life, right? But if they knew what I knew, would they double tap? And so that's what I aim to teach you, and to hopefully, you know, tune up your rage bait goggles to see through the matrix of rage.
Speeder coming! Here he is! Eat these fucking green beans, you dick tugger! 94 in a fucking school zone!
So in this one, same school zone, except for the light is not flashing. Also, they're not going 94 miles an hour. They sped up to 94 kilometers per hour. For the speed gun, they're going 58 miles an hour, which is like the conversion. As soon as they get the speed with their gun, they are slowing down already for the school zone. Or because they know they're about to be hit with a bunch of food by a guy, or because they have staged this with the person. And how do we know that it's staged?
Fucking school zone! Quick game of chicken crossing a rain bed so we can buy some more green beans! Let's go, baby!
So of course, there's a mid-roll where they do rain bet betting. They're sponsored by Rain Bet. There's another account that I'm going to show you in a second. They're both sponsored by RainBet. That's actually how the money's being made here. The gambling partner wants them to make a video that gets a bunch of views. And what better way to get views than cheap rage bait? And then it doesn't even need to be monetized because you got paid from the gambling ad. So it's a foolproof business.
You know the speed limit's 20 miles an hour, right?
And of course, then we cut. This driver is now further back on the road than they were, and in the grass, because this is staged and they wanted to get out of the road so that they could film their content.
Limit's 20 miles an hour, right?
I don't give a fuck, buddy. I got something for you, mother.
Well, I hope you can take. Oh shit! I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding.
And they have some pretend danger, and then the video's over. There's a comment here that says, "Holy moly, you better not do that in my neighborhood or I'm calling the police on you, pal." So let's check out their content.
Speeder in the school zone. Hope you like flour, jackass. 54.
Same playbook. Even the same speed gun, same kilometers per hour trick. It's the perfect crime. Before we finish this one, let's jump back to POV Cameron, and he has a video throwing flour at speeding cars in school zones.
Eat this fucking flour, Captain Clueless!
Eat this flour, Captain Clueless. Hell yeah. It's the same picture, right? Two identical videos occupying the same niche, both getting hundreds of thousands of views, which is pretty exciting for RainBet, I guess. Again, dishonest because this driver is going 39 miles an hour in a 30, which is speeding. Unless this guy's an idiot, which I just don't think they are, at least that stupid. They know that they have the speed gun set to kilometers per hour so that it's a bigger number and it seems more extreme. And it's kind of hard to see KPH, you know, you're not looking for it, right? And we don't know what time of day it is.
Oh, fuck. There's an undercover. Fuck.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. It's probably not an undercover cop. Right, because you've got to create danger. This is where the creating danger for children aspect of the content comes in. This reminds me of like Clean Girl being like, are we going to get in trouble for cleaning? I hope the management doesn't find out. Or those like, don't call the Joker at 4 a.m. videos. Now, the difference between POV Cameron and Golden Mods' content is that Golden Mods more often includes his interaction with the driver, which really gives the game away as to how completely fake this is.
The speeder in a school zone. Hope you like flour, jackass.
Speeder in a school zone. Hope you like flour, jackass. And then they throw food at the car, and then the car stops, and then they get out of the car, and then they have an argument.
Schools. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Also, what the fuck? Why does this Cybertruck have bullet holes in it? You know, it's already a crime enough for a Cybertruck to be born in the first place, but also to have it go through so many trials and tribulations is just a sad sight to see.
Hey, you shouldn't be speeding in the school zone. Hey,
You think that shit's funny, motherfucker?
Okay, so it's fake, right? Okay, so this one gives the game away because I think that's Danny Duncan, who's like he's like one of those guys, okay? And then of course, a little person gets out of the car because comedy. So yeah, this is very, very obviously fake, and it goes crazy. Let's watch the other one. Is there going to be like another like prank YouTuber cameo? Now that we've established this is Ragebait, we can watch with glee and make fun of it for what it is, which is a vapid vessel for Rainbet sponsorships.
Yep, enjoy cleaning cane sauce off your car, buddy. 61 and a goddamn 20.
So now I want you to ask yourself another question. If these videos are staged, even though they're using kilometers per hour, this guy's fucking speeding in a school zone for content. So he's the bad guy. The call is coming from inside of the house. I mean, this is so crazy to me. It's content punishing bad people for speeding in a school zone, except for the person filming the content is in cahoots with the person who's speeding in a school zone. Together, they've decided that actually speeding in a school zone for content makes money on Rainbet. That's the level we've stooped to. And this video has nearly 600,000 likes. Someone in the comments recognizes that's still like 37 miles per hour in an active school zone with a speed limit of 20. I agree. That's not good. The way to stop this guy from speeding in a school zone is to not make the content. But we have now graced this content with hundreds of thousands of likes and millions of views, which has just told this fool speeding in a school zone is actually pretty good, actually. if they don't know that you're behind the speeding and they think that you're catching the bad guy. Don't fall for the rage bait, guys. You're better than that. No, that's the difference about me. I'm not falling for the rage bait. I'm enraged by how dumb you think I am. Don't do this content because you're actually speeding in a school zone.
44 in a school zone. Not in my neighborhood, buddy. Enjoy a broken windshield, jackass. I'm pretty sure this guy's pulling back around. He's gonna ask for money.
Sorry to interrupt this guy mid-Rainbet ad. In the universe of this fake video, does enjoy your broken windshield, jackass? You threw a cupcake at him. I have a sneaking suspicion that the windshield was never in any danger.
Have you lost your mind?
Have you lost yours, buddy? It's a school zone.
Is this blue shit on the old guy's face supposed to be cupcake? Or is he going to like a football game? That's something I have trouble understanding. I've done a lot of calculations and I'm not sure if this is supposed to be cupcake or not. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Or maybe they're like special glass evaporating cupcakes that just completely deleted the windshield. Then he got blue cupcake on his on only one side of his face. I have so many questions and I fear I'm not going to get to the bottom of it today. He is wearing a shirt that says Jesus has your back. Jesus has your back. All right, so you better watch out, buddy. Your cupcakes are not going to save you. This guy has Jesus on his team. Once again, he's gotten a friend to speed in a school zone for real because he was going 27 and a 15, which isn't as extreme as 44, but is still speeding in a school zone. And this guy has been in multiple of his videos. So they clearly know each other.
Enjoy Fruity Pebbles for breakfast, jackass. Learn how to drive. I'm pretty sure this guy's pulling back around. I'm so screwed.
What the heck is wrong with
What's wrong with you, dude? It's a school zone.
Bro is in the same shirt. He just turned his hat the right way around. You think I'm going to think it's a different day, a different time? And a different guy? He doesn't have blue shit on his face though. So that makes me think it is the cupcake. My question is, how dumb does this guy think his audience is? But then also my question is, how dumb is this guy actually? Because usually I try to judge people by their content and not the content of their character because I don't know the content of this guy's character. But I do know that he's willing to make content where he actually speeds in a school zone to decry people who are speeding in school zones, which is obviously a bad thing. Upon reading his comments and the replies, I now think he's Batman.
Pretty sure the girl at the coffee shop was flirting with me, and every single time I hit dice on Rainbet, I win $20 freaking dollars. It's yo! What the hell, man? It's a crosswalk.
Hey, you're pretty good at throwing cups. Are you any good at throwing hands?
Why don't you get out of the car and find out?
What in the sitcom ass line is that? You're pretty good at throwing cups. It was point blank. I don't think he's very good at throwing cups. It would be hard to miss the car at that range.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, chill. Chill.
No, come here.
You know what's crazy is I'm not convinced the Jesus choking out the devil shirt isn't behind these overalls. But I do respect the wardrobe change. Part of me wonders if he has the same guy in these videos because this one didn't do that well. So he's like, well, no one's going to notice. But I notice because I have nothing better to do with my time because this is my job. I just want you to look at this page of thumbnails. It looks like content of like, can the hydraulic press defeat bowling ball? Roasted turkey versus a gun. That's what the content is, except for it's in the framework of speeding in a school zone, which is fucking dystopian. Thanksgiving pie destroys drunk driver. All right, how do we know that they're drunk? In the thumbnail, he's actually set to miles per hour.
There it is. Hope you like apple pie. 46 and a goddamn 20.
46 and a goddamn 20. It's clearly not flashing.
Man, these speeders got me playing Ragebait on Thanksgiving.
That's pathetic. You're pathetic. Sorry, your content's pathetic. And maybe you, I don't know you. Also, you're pretty good at throwing cups, but you're not too good at throwing pie. Because he nearly missed. And I wonder how many pies he brought. That's the other thing, dude. They're putting fucking pie on the road. I forgot about the fact that they're just fucking throwing pie in the goddamn street. Other than Ragebait being the grift, this guy also sells like COD services where you can like do account boosting, which is funny because if you were to meet him at a party, he'd probably say like he has a diversified lines of business or something. And what his diversified lines of business are is Ragebait content with gambling sponsorships and selling account boosting, which is, I respect account boosting more than I respect this shit, I'll be honest. No, get the fuck out of my hobby. Nah. You can't post about Pokemon cards right now, Golden Mods. That's my shit. All right? Or you know what? Stop throwing pie in the street and telling your friends to speed in school zones, and you can collect Pokemon cards. How about that? There's one more thing I want to point out about Golden Mods. It's that some of these videos seem to go genuinely viral, like 26 million views, whatever, 11 million views. And others do not have engagement metrics that line up with the views. 10 pounds of Alfredo pasta versus a speeding Porsche, nearly 400,000 views, but only 6,000 likes, 87 comments. Two things come to mind here. Either this is botted content or Ragebait is buying impressions on the video. If I were a betting man, if I were a rain betting man, I would probably say it's that, which just makes this even worse. It's just like now the betting spot, like in that world, which I can't prove, so this is just speculation, but in that world, the betting sponsor is shelling out even more money to put this complete, you know, trash onto more timelines because they are profiting off of exposure to the betting platform. Don't gamble, by the way. This is why it's like I'll never do a gambling sponsorship. I've never done one, will never do one. I think if you gamble in your own life, in private, you know your limits, that's your prerogative, but it destroys lives and it's not something that I want to promote. And it's not something that I think is healthy to promote, especially when your content is clearly like, who the fuck cares about 10,000 gummy bears except for a child? Who the fuck cares about Fruit Loops except for a child versus a 6'7" mile per hour speeder? You know what I mean? Who cares? If it's not exactly advertising gambling to children, it's close enough that I don't want anything to do with it.
Another speeder in a school zone. Enjoy a broken windshield, you goober. 59 in a 20 school zone.
First of all, windshield was already broken. Second of all, not a real bowling ball. We know that. If it was a real bowling ball, you would be arrested for murder. Attempted murder at the very least, because that would be fucking insane. Third, again, you just got your friend to speed in the school zone. Congrats on your friend being a dumbass, I guess. And then you also being an accessory to that crime, allegedly.
You just broke my window.
My bad.
Nah, you got me, dude. I did actually break your window. That's crazy. Okay, sorry. I keep wanting to wrap this up. Intoxicating the homeless, bro, what the fuck are you doing? For 1,000 likes, that's pathetic. Like, what is this content? Keeping the homeless on the streets. I didn't even know this was here. I'm not gonna watch this content, but you can see from the thumbnail that it's disgusting, okay? Not everybody should be allowed to make content. I'll say it. You should have to apply for a license. This is a joke, but it kind of isn't, because what the fuck is this? It's always these dudes who are flexing the fucking Ferrari on Instagram. You know, I'm gonna check on POV Cameron and see if he offers any unique elements to the game, the Ragebait game. One thing about this guy is he has a lot of fruits and vegetables that he throws at cars, which feels a little bit like it appeals to children who don't want to eat their vegetables. Because I can't think of another reason. There is nothing appealing about throwing sliced mushrooms at speeding cars. Like what? Like the other guy was at least creative. You just went to the grocery store.
Eat this fucking popcorn chicken, you bag like our 6-7 in a fucking school zone. Quick game of chicken cross on Rainbat.
Quick game of chicken cross on Rainbat. I didn't know this guy had integrated Rainbat ads as well. This is literally like the same shit.
I think this dude got something to say.
What the fuck did you just throw in my car, dumbass?
Popcorn chicken, bud. Fuck you.
Can't even keep a straight face, bro. Imagine being the cashier checking this guy out at the grocery store. It's like, oh, big dinner tonight? Oh, are you having people over? No, I'm gonna throw this at my friends. Why are you gonna do that? Well, I actually make a lot of money doing it. Yeah, 2026, you know, like this guy's actually bad at this. He's bad at this. Like he's throwing things that are like famously bad to throw. Marshmallows, a head of lettuce, not aerodynamic. Not that I want to give you any advice. A little thing of dog food, like these are pathetic, bro. I do have to give them credit where credit is due. The funniest one is how descriptive he gets in throwing Indian style butter chicken at speeding cars in school zone. This makes me think this is done by AI. Wait, is this a frozen meal?
Eat this stinky ass butter chicken, you fucking queen sucker sloth.
Hold on. Stinky ass butter chicken. I'm just gonna assume he's not doing a racist joke. I'm gonna assume that, because I already think his content's horrible enough. And that's the only grace I'll be giving. I haven't heard him describe a single other thing as stinky. The Indian food is when he gets to stinky. Interesting. Throwing chicken parm at your freaking face for watching a YouTube video, you fucking YouTube video watcher. Nah, I'm just playing. Stay gold, everybody.